Hi, welcome or welcome to the channel where patience is a virtue and a virtue is a grace. Okay, as you can see, it's a new background. I won't lie, I was tired of the old one. I was like, oh, it needs to change. So this is the official new background. Tell me how you feel about it. If you're new here, please go check the other videos and then let me know how you feel about it. I'm building my own personal library. As you can see, it's probably not in focus, but yeah, I'm planning to get a new camera sometime soon, but hopefully by the end of this year. But yeah, these are my, there's a bit more that I've completed. They're downstairs in like this bag that I keep all my books in, but these are the ones that I can't bother to put downstairs yet. So yeah, I'm building my own personal library. And yeah, anyways, let's get into the video. Essentially, in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about ways that you could like live your life as a Christian in like the best possible form. So like activities that you can do, this, that and the third, that I've done, that I think that I mean, if you like my channel, I'm pretty sure that there's something that you like about me, hopefully. So yeah, I'll show you some stuff that I've done that I would suggest that you should do. Okay, so coming in strong at number one, I would say do an activity that like brings people together. So if you have like a group of friends and everyone's like a Christian, or like some people Christians, which is what I do. I got my work colleagues in particular and church as well, because we have like young adults, and the activities that we're coming out with of recently, they've been a lot of fun. So some of the things that I have done with my work colleagues was an escape room in Camden. I don't have any videos or pictures, but when I tell you that was one of my favourite days of my life, honestly, we were so close to finishing. I'll put the name somewhere on the screen. We were so close to finishing, but it really brought us all together. Like, it made us understand how we work a bit more. It was quite funny. And also, spending time together and finding out like different things about people. Like, we didn't know that. Even though she said that she was claustrophobic, we didn't realise how claustrophobic she was until she got into the room. I'm not laughing, but I am laughing, but I'm not laughing. But it's just quite funny. Other activities that we can do as well, or that you can do, that I've done, go-karting inside and outside. I've done both. In my recent vlog that I've posted, you'll see that. Like maybe 2 weeks ago. Yeah. That was so much fun, and I went with my church and we had so much fun, and I feel like it brought us together closer, because one of the key things as a Christian is to fellowship. And also, I took psychology, so I'm going to kind of relate it back to psychology as well. But psychologists also say that you should spend time with people and not isolate yourself, because then that's when like you're really starting to, fight with all the voices that you're hearing in your head, or like any thoughts that you have. So it kind of helps with you like being around people constantly. Well, not constantly, but like when you do have a chance, please go out. What's other activities that I've done? Oh my gosh, I've done like Go 8, but that was when I was like a little kid. Or like, what's the other one? I don't know the other one, but the adult version. What I really want to do is do life-size Monopoly. Oh my gosh, that would make my day. I need to book that in someday, somehow. Like, they have life-size Monopoly, so like, you know the board game Monopoly? I really love playing the board game Monopoly, so I feel like the life-size Monopoly would just be so much fun. But that's something that I want to do. If you've done it, please let me know how it is. But yeah, that's number 1. Strong number 2. Second of all, I mean, I quite like this. But going to the theatre was something that I used to do back in the day. Excuse me, sorry, in secondary school, because I took drama for GCSE, and legit almost every single week, I want to say in like year 9, I think it was year 9 or year 10, year 9 and half of year 10, I would say, we constantly, like every other week, we was going to the theatre, and my teacher, she did a really good job in making us love the theatre. And we watched everything, like everything you'll possibly think of. We was watching from like modern plays to Shakespeare, back to like modern plays again. Honestly, it was so much fun. Like, we went to different theatres, the Old Vic, the Young Vic, the National Theatre. Like, it was so much fun. Anyways, I had like an epiphany at the start of this year, and I was like, I need to get back into doing that, and I have. So yeah, if you have the time, go and do it. I do this thing where I kind of like Russian roulette my plays. And what's the word? What is the word? And I don't really know, like I pick one, like at random, and I just hope and pray that it's good. I don't read none of the reviews, I just legit read the synopsis and see whether or not I would like it. So yeah, that's something that I also do, that I would suggest that you guys do. Number 3. Go on or go out to the cafe. I legit just did that today. We were supposed to go earlier, but we didn't, me and my mum. Because she was complaining, and I just had to listen to her complain. You know them days? So, my dad and my brother, they're out doing something. They're at like this sports day that my church do for like the young adults. Anyways, so me and mum, I don't want to go because I'm essentially filming all day. And my mum is tired, as per usual. So she never really goes out with like the young adults, unless she needs to. Or like, it's on a Sunday. Anyways, I digress. Go out to the cafe. Like, I used to do it back in the day with my girlies from school. And then I did it a couple times in uni. I do it constantly with Olive Branch. If you don't know who Olive Branch is, that's my cousin. I call her Olive Branch because her name is Olivia. I love you so much. And yeah, I normally go on cafe dates with my mum. Olivia and my mum, they're like the best people to go on cafe dates with. Blah, 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 blah. Cafe dates with, because we just laugh and have so much fun. But yeah, I would suggest doing that as well. And if you're a guy, meet up with your boys, you know? Like, it's a lot of fun. It is, like, you really catch up. And me and my cousin, we do this thing where like, what are you grateful for this week? What would you kick out this week? And what did you learn this week? Or love, kick out, learn. That's what it is. She'll probably correct me. But yeah, that's number 3. Is it? I don't know. I think it is. Number 4. This is my absolute favourite thing to do. Sorry, getting way too excited, but this is my favourite thing to do, yeah? My favourite thing to do. So, essentially, I love my girlies at home because... What year was it? Was it my final year of uni? I think it was. I think it was like February. I'll put the pictures of like when I met up with them. And I met up with them and we went to like a cafe. It was real nice. And we had like hot chocolate and we caught up. I'm telling you, cafe dates are so cool. And then one of my friends was like, oh, I want to get a book. guys, can you follow me to the bookstore? And I was like, oh, bookstore's disgusting, this, that, and the other. And they was like, no, you should really read, like, you really should read. And they convinced me to pick up a book. Anyways, I picked up a book and it's downstairs. I think it's one of the viral TikTok books. I'll find it and put it up. I don't want to misquote the name. It was a really good book. Read it. However, what's the word? I picked it up and I really loved it. And ever since then, I've just been going to bookstores. So I love you guys. Thank you so much. And yeah, I just constantly go into bookstores. Now, at uni, I didn't really have the time, but now that I'm back home, I used to work in like around central London, so I would always go to the, like, not always, but like majority of the time I'll be going out after work to go to, like, on a Friday, see, like, again, stop it, on a Friday or like a Thursday, wow, and I would go to the bookstore. I'm looking like hair, sorry, not past you, but hair. Honestly, it is so much fun. I love doing them. And there's some sort of peace that comes with it. My latest one that I went to this bookstore and I loved it. It's normally the green and cream bags, but I was like, no, I don't want that one. I'll get the grey one. And I love that bookstore. It wasn't much to it, so it was kind of underwhelming, but yeah, that's another thing that I like to do. And if you don't read, get into reading. It's a lot of fun. Honestly, it's so much fun. If you don't like fiction, read non-fiction. If you don't like non-fiction, read about the stars. That is non-fiction though, so yeah, sorry, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, please try and get into reading. It's so much fun. This is also one of my personal favourites when I have the funds to do so. When I stress when you have the funds to do so. I go on like shopping sprees here and there. I went on a shopping spree, was it last week? Yeah, it was last weekend. Because I started a new job, obviously, so I needed some new clothes. I feel like that always should be a thing. Like, whenever you start a new job, you should always go on a shopping spree to get new clothes. I digress. That is one of my favourite things to do. Shopping, ask Livia. I'm always going shopping with Olive Branch. She's the most funniest person to go shopping with. She's always cussing someone. That's not why she's funny, but there's a vibe. You know, when you're with like your family, there's like always a vibe there. So like, yeah, anyways, she's actually one of my favourite people to go shopping with. And we like kind of the same stores, so, or I hope we like the same stores. And I hope she's not just like following me around. Well, no, because she likes H&M and I like H&M. H&M is my favourite store, by the way. So yeah, that's something that I love to do. And I won't gatekeep this, but H&M, you know how everyone says Boohoo Man is the place to get all your clothes and your graphic tees and your jumpers and your hoodies, because we're coming into that season and that is one of my favourite seasons ever. Breathe. It's actually H&M, the men's section. I get all my tops, all my jumpers from there, and I love it. Like, I just, and they're always doing some sort of sale in the men's section. That's why I like it. So like stuff that's like maybe 25, £30, I get it for a good 15. If it's a good day, I get like a £3 discount on top of my H&M. So it's a £12 jumper. Don't mind if I do, you know? But yeah, that's something else that I really thoroughly enjoy doing. Last but not least, right? This is underrated for sure, but I love doing this as well. I have like days where I dedicate to sleep, like all day, just have a bed day. Because some days you need to recuperate, you know, that's the word that I'm looking for. You have to recuperate. Rest is one of the most important things for your body, your brain, your muscles, everything to just come back to Zen. Zen is not a good word. Come back to zero. That's the word I'm looking for. come back to zero so it can restart your day again. But if you do things that make you feel happy, essentially, and like don't make you feel like you're gonna sin, and don't make you feel like you're not living a godly life, essentially you will feel guilty, and no one wants to feel guilty in this walk with God. I don't, especially, which is why I have to now start sticking to what those things, you know. I'll probably expand it a bit more eventually, but these are the things that I like to do at the moment, and I just want to share them with you if anyone's stuck on like what to do. I also think it's important for everyone to also know that that when you do things that make your body feel happy, serotonin gets released. That's a feel-good drug that is in your body already, that your brain sends out. I'm not using the correct words, but I don't really care. It sends it out, and then the rest of your body starts feeling good. That's why when you exercise or like you do something that makes you feel good, like you'll come home and be like, that was a really good day out with whoever it was. That's what's being released, and I feel like that's what we should strive for, so that we know that anything that we do, we're not doing it in vain, and we're doing it all for the glory of God. So yeah, I'll tell you advice that an auntie in my church said to me. Well, essentially it was for like my job, but I want to use it for every day. She essentially was like, what you're doing is ministry, like you're changing people's lives for the better, this, that and the other. And I feel like we should all look at that in that way, that everything that we do in our lives is constantly for ministry, and like to build other people up to the coming and knowing of Christ, you know. I hope I've given you some ideas of what to do outside of like doing the things that you see on TikTok that aren't really godly or have value and substance. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed.